Yo, although my run, I just wanted to, I gotta get something out because I feel like I always dance around it and then I get sidetracked and I forget what it is I was trying to say. But this is a very important point, okay? And it has to do with why at the beginning of the breakout of whatever seasonal virus goes around, why there's always like that bump at the beginning and there's, it peters off. It's because that vulnerable population gets built up over the course of the year. Presumably people come visit them more in the summer and they get more vitamin D and exercise and fresh air and all that kind of stuff. But then they get cooped up for the winter. And their immunity peters off. And these people they were already susceptible, but they become the most susceptible right after the winter is just about wrapping up. And that's when these things tend to rip through populations. But they kill off the most vulnerable first. And then it's everybody else who's left after that weren't vulnerable in the first place. And they don't start to become more vulnerable because the virus in and of itself gets more virulent. That's not what happens. The virus gets around. We develop herd immunity because the people that were susceptible already died. So when you take this and you make exponential math projections out of it, it doesn't make sense. Even on the face of it, it doesn't work that way. It's not a 1-to-1 ratio. It's not a 1-to-1 or 1-to-2 or R0 or whatever the ratio you think that the way these things spread, it doesn't work like that. It gets to the people that are vulnerable, unfortunately. And in this case, again, 2-week incubation period, lots of asymptomatic carriers, probably more than half. And it's really unfortunate, but it happened and it's over. And we're still acting like that's what's going to continue happening when there's no evidence at all. There's not a new crop of susceptible people. Okay, there's always people that are always getting weaker by the day and things happen, but as long as we are engaged in activities and not fear, because that makes people more susceptible, as long as we're engaging in activities that are beneficial to our overall health, it should be like it always was. We don't need to change the world because of this. This is ridiculous. So there, I got it out. Okay, bye.